In the UK, historically, when it comes to moving out, upsizing or downsizing, you had two options. You could either buy a property or you could rent one. However, now there just might be an alternative, and it's called shared living. After gaining popularity in countries such as the USA and Denmark, this relatively new style of living is starting to gain traction in the UK, and it's not hard to see why. With shared living buildings boasting facilities that would normally only be available for celebrities and multimillionaires. Did somebody say private cinema? As someone who currently lives in a flat in London, today I'm going to be trying something new. I'm going to be putting myself in the shoes of someone who lives the shared living lifestyle. I'll be taking you with me, living the day in the life of a tenant of Living by Scape in Surrey. I will be exploring the lifestyle, not from the point of view of a property developer or politician, but from the point of view of people that matter the most, the people that live here. I'll also be immersing myself in the community, talking to people that live here, the staff that work here, and some of the key members of the team that created the building.
I think that design plays a pivotal role in helping to balance your working life and your social life.
I've met so many different people from, different age groups and different professions.
I'm going to be asking, what is shared living? What are the benefits? What are the drawbacks? And ultimately, will it be a fundamental shift in the way we all live? So first, let's talk about the concept of shared living. In the UK, both property purchase prices and annual rents are increasing year on year. In fact, house prices have increased from £155,000 in 2009 to £246,000 in 2021, with rents following the same trend. Yes, that's almost a £100,000 increase. What does that mean? Well, for most, it means the amount of space and facilities that their budget affords is becoming less and less. However, shared living is potentially a solution to this. By creating buildings that have areas designed for private use and other areas for shared living, this means the people living there can benefit from facilities such as gyms, libraries, offices, and even private cinemas without the huge expense. Today we are here at Scape, a custom-designed and built shared living building in the heart of Surrey, which is home to 130 individuals and families, aged between 20 to 74. First impressions, it's really cool. Let's go straight in. Hi.
Hello, welcome to Living by Scape.
Thank you. Oh my God, it's gorgeous.
It's great to have you here.
So can you tell us more about this interesting building?
Sure, so we are a shared living building. So all residents get their own private studio, but then they also have all of these shared spaces to use as much as they like. So we've got a fitness studio, we've got a cinema, we've got a dining room, so they're extra spaces on top of their studio.
Nice, and what kind of people live here?
So it's actually a really diverse mix of people, all nationalities, all ages, and they're all here for various different reasons. So some of our residents, they've just got a brand new job, they're completely new to the area and they just wanted something safe and easy to move into. Some of our residents commute to London, so being right next to the train station is really valuable. And then some of our residents, they're in the process of buying a house and they just need somewhere short term, so they're looking for somewhere that's got a bit of a flexible contract.
Yeah, lovely. It's very stylish. Shall we take
Good.
a look at the studio?
Of course, this way.
Nice colours in the walls.
It is nice.
Yeah.
It's calm, quiet. This is it.
Gorgeous. around the studio. Could you tell us in terms of the private area, how does that work?
Sure, so it's designed to be super simple to move into, so it's got absolutely everything you need just in your studio. So it's obviously got kitchen, your own bathroom, but it's also fully furnished. So you get the sofa, the table, the chairs, so you literally can just arrive and you've got everything that you need.
Nice. And in terms of bills and amenities?
Yep, so we like to keep things super simple. So all utilities and rent is included in one monthly payment. And then it also includes all those added extras. So we've got 24/7 staff, we've got an on-site maintenance team, on-site housekeeping team, and they offer, you know, a fortnightly clean if you want it, and obviously gym access as well. So you get a lot included in the one price.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you, Caitlin. It's great. I'm going to have a little look around.
Enjoy.
So that's very interesting, especially the part about the bills and expenses. It's better than I thought. But now I have my apartment, I'm keen to explore some of the shared living areas. So it's coming up to 10 o'clock, and I don't know about you, but for me, that is the part of the day that I am most productive. So rather than settling down here with my laptop, I'm going to get down to the co-working area downstairs and see how it all works. For me, when thinking about shared spaces, it is actually workspaces that spring to mind. Companies such as WeWork and the Office Group really showing how mixing private areas with shared facilities contribute to an altogether enhanced experience. And you can really see this here, with the kitchen area, dining space with the lounge, loads of bright light. Let's go and speak to Benjamin, who knows a bit more about this.
Hi Courtney.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Happy that you're here with us to talk about this concept. So you've been in the industry for many years now. Tell us, what is it about this space in particular that makes it just right?
Yeah, so Loft have been furnishing and providing interior design for purpose-built shared living since 2003. And what I really like about this space is the amount of natural light that is in the social and amenity space, floor-to-ceiling windows, big skylights. And then they've really zoned it really intelligently with some private booths over here for working and a social space for hanging out with your friends, and then a kitchen area where you can share and be together. And I think that really adds to the a blended living environment of work, rest and play.
When you say blended living, what do you mean by that?
Okay, so the concept of blended living has been around for about 10 years now. And what that means is creating spaces where people can live together, no matter whether you're a student or a young professional or a young family or a retired person, and the facilities and the amenities within the development allow all of those different target demographics to live together and be able to work, rest and play. And I think it's about the target audience that you're advertising to, because the design of this space is applicable to all age groups, and also the facilities that these developments offer, which is different from living in a shared house or living in an apartment block that doesn't have this level of social and amenity space.
What role does design play in creating this work-life balance for residents?
I think that design plays a pivotal role in helping to balance your working life and your social life, especially in a facility like this one, which has so many social and amenity spaces. This place has got a cinema room, it's got a gym, it's got a kitchen area, it's got a laundry area, it has a library, and that allows people, while they are working and living within the property, they have a lot of opportunity to interact with people, and obviously interaction helps to develop that sense of community. I think a sense of community also gives you the opportunity to not just work, but also socialise, and that is a massively important part of human well-being. I think another important part of human well-being, especially in an age where it's so dominated by social media, is the opportunity to take yourself and be in a private space. I think that privacy in an age that's fueled by social media, privacy is really valuable. And just over here, they have a couple of Zoom pods, which allows you to just take yourself off, make a private phone call, and then come back out into a more social space.
Yeah.
So they really have thought about everything in this space.
Yeah, absolutely. That's really interesting. I completely agree. I think I'll go and have a little look at that. Thank you, Benjamin. Nice to speak to you.
No problem.
That was an extremely insightful conversation with Benjamin, particularly how design can help create community, which I would never have thought of, but now I can fully understand. But if you don't mind me, I'm just going to go ahead and give a call to a few of my friends. I made up a rather amazing kitchen and I'm thinking I might even invite them over for dinner.
So having started to get a feel for shared living, I want to find out what it's really like to live and indeed work here. And I have been told that Kelly makes very good use of these co-working facilities. Hello, Kelly.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So tell us, how do you use this space? I've heard you're a regular.
I am a regular.
Yeah.
I use this space for a couple of reasons. I use it for work. I find it really conducive to help me study and relax. And then I also use it in the evenings for meeting and hanging out with people that I've met in the building.
And you've met some nice friends here?
I have. I moved into this building right off of the airplane the day I arrived in this country. I didn't know anybody here, and throughout the past several months, I've had the opportunity to meet other people in the building, some who are like me and some who are from the UK, and we've been able to become good friends, which is really helpful for me.
Wonderful. You have to have some community. It's very important, isn't it? So how about the other facilities in the space? What are the key ones for you? What makes it come alive, this space?
This room itself is actually really helpful for me because in the evenings I tend to have dinner with friends here a lot, a glass of wine. Nice. I'm also a really big fan of the library. The library it's got such a warm atmosphere, and it's a great place for me to hook up my computer, do some work, and then maybe turn the lights down in the evening, pop the computer in and actually watch a movie.
Nice.
So that's probably my favorite room in the whole building, but I also really love the cinema. If you want to have a full day's worth of film,
that's
it's a good one.
And so we've also got the Zoom rooms.
Yeah.
There's the living room, there's the dining room. Do you find that you're able to relax in this space? How does it work for you?
This space is really helpful for relaxing for me. I think the decor and the atmosphere to me just keeps me toned down a little bit. There's also a couple little dogs in the building, and they'll go past me on the way to the outside, and it just makes me really happy.
So you are allowed animals in the building as well?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
I'm going to make my way around this space, get to know it a little bit more, and hopefully I'll bump into you later.
I'm often here.
This particular building is situated in the heart of Surrey, purposefully positioned within a 10-minute walk into the town centre. This has got me thinking, would it be possible to be as centrally located as the building is here, with the quality of life that a building like Scape provides? Probably not. Let's head back in now to have a chat with Tom, one of the founders of Scape, to find out what it means to provide this new and different way of living. Hi Tom, how's it going?
Hi there, how you doing?
Oh, good, thank you. I'd love to ask you some questions. I was wondering, how did you get into shared living?
Well, we've always been huge believers in the city here at Scape and the importance of the city and city dwellers. And the more we look into the city, we're always disappointed by the quality of the living opportunities for people to come and live in that city, either because they're simply priced out or just because the product is not of a quality that meets their needs. And with bringing Living by Scape to market, we felt like we're creating a new product for those, a real genuinely aspirational product, which is also more accessible and more affordable as young professionals come back into the city. It's also a huge kind of boon for businesses in the city that have often struggled with all their staff living outside of London and having to commute in so often. So we believe there's a way to do that, putting very much the resident at the heart of the building, so giving them their own kind of private amenity, their own apartment, but at the same time having these amazing shared spaces where they can get out, socialise, meet people, and generally just look after their general well-being and wellness in a way that traditional residential market hasn't done for so long.
Do you think this is a genuine alternative to renting or buying a property?
Yeah, I do think there's almost a third way here with shared living, in that it's providing a new product which I guess has a bit more flexibility in it. You know, traditionally you could either buy your own apartment or rent on a traditional kind of 6 or 12 month tenancy. With our product, we're looking to provide you with something a little bit more flexible. So contracts starting at 3 months, going up to 12 months, and that we think meets the need of, you know, people coming to the city often for the first time, starting a new job, meeting people. They don't quite know how long they're going to stay and do that. So in doing it this way, we give them that flexibility. Also, our product is very much a kind of all-in service. It's an all-in offering. So when you turn up, everything's here for you. You've got these amazing shared spaces, your utilities are included, your Wi-Fi, it's very much a plug and play. So you can just get on with kind of starting your life in the city, starting that job, meeting friends, getting out in just I guess an easier way than you could if you went down the traditional either buying or renting route.
After spending the morning here, it feels like there's a real sense of community. How have you managed to create that?
Well, with Living by Scape, we really feel like community is right at the heart of what we're doing. And in order to do that, it's about creating really good shared spaces where people feel like it breaks down the barriers, they can come down, use it, meet people and socialise. So, you know, you've seen walking around today that we have, you know, home cinemas, we've got co-working areas, we've got a library, living rooms, the gym as well, and of course the kitchen. And the kitchen is very much kind of the heart of the home of our shared spaces, and that's the area that we often see, you know, a huge amount of activity. People come together, they cook together, they've even done some supper clubs. The same with the working spaces, you know, post-COVID, there's a lot of people still working from home in that flexible manner. So having those really high quality spaces where they're not just, you know, sitting on the stairs or something in their shared house with their friend, they can do it properly, they can have meetings, they can conduct business in that way. But it's not just about that in terms of the shared spaces. It's also about having your own private privacy. You can come back, and that's where I think our product is so different, having your own personal space in your apartment so that you can opt in and opt out as much as you want to.
And so, what would you say is your favourite room in the building?
God, so many to choose from, but I guess I think my favourite would be the library.
Lovely. All right then, great. Thank you very much for speaking with us. I'm going to go and check that out right now.
Great.
See you later,
Thanks
Tom.
a lot.
Thank you. Now I know why this was Tom's favourite area in the building. And as someone that absolutely loves books, I didn't ever think it would be possible to have a library at home. But now perhaps it is. So, tell us, what brought you into a space like this to live?
Well, originally I wasn't really looking for a shared living space. I'm just kind of looking for something easy, approachable and close to my work, but then I kind of discovered shared living. And well, obviously at first I was a little bit skeptic. The first thing in my mind was, you know, is this going to work? Am I like, you know, will I like being around other people so much? But yeah, when I started, it was actually quite cool.
Cool. Have you met any friends here yet? And how long have you been here for?
I've been here for about 7 months, and yeah, I've actually met a lot of really nice people, really sociable people. And what I like about it is kind of, you've got your own space and you've got the shared spaces, and you can just dip in and out however you want to. So that's worked really well for me so far.
Yeah. And so, have you used the kitchen yet? Because I've noticed there's a grand kitchen in there, perfect for friends over, entertaining. Have you used that space yet?
So I love cooking, and especially when friends are over. I've really been meaning to do it, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet.
Okay.
But I've definitely used the dining rooms down here, so I've kind of cooked in my room and I brought the food down to eat with my friends.
Yeah, cool. And what about this room? This is the library. Have you been in here much? What do you get up to in here? Yeah.
So, well, I like to come down here sometimes when, you know, I'm having a busy day at work, when I'm working from home, just come downstairs and take a little breather. It's, I like it because the design is very new and there's a lot of kind of this calm atmosphere around, so it's easy to relax.
Yeah. So you live in a studio upstairs. How does that work for you for working at home and for going to work? Is everything close by?
So yes, when it comes to working from home, I actually quite enjoy working from home from my studio, just because it's nicely designed and the space is well laid out. I've got everything I need in terms of like furniture, what I need to work. The Wi-Fi is good too. And then when it comes to actually going into the office, this location is actually quite good. You've got quick access to the train station. I can walk there really fast, and personally I work in Guildford, so I can get around to central locations and to my workplace really swiftly. So yeah, it's
Nice.
working out nicely.
If there's anything else you'd like to say about this space, what would it be?
Well, I feel like it's just, it's really convenient, and especially for someone like me who, who spends their time a lot with work and wants to have like everything being simple and easy and, smooth. It's a great place to be. And it's great if you want to kind of socialize and meet new people, but you don't know where to begin, because it's really easy to do over here.
Nice. Would you recommend it to your friends?
I already have, actually. I've got some friends who were looking for a place to go, and I told them, hey, I'm living here, it's really cool. They came down last week and they had a tour, and now they're going to be joining us here. So
Nice. Oh wow, they're coming to live here as
yeah,
well?
they're coming to live here
No
too.
way. So it'll be an extended family for you.
Yeah, I have some more people to hang out with on Fridays.
Definitely. Sounds good. I'll see you there.
Nice.
Now, as someone that loves my fitness but honestly hates a busy gym, the thought of having a fully equipped gym for my use at any point in the day is very exciting. So whilst it's 3 p.m. and most people are still at work, I'm going to pop to my apartment, put on some workout clothes and head down to the gym while it's empty. Whoa, that was a good one.
So it's coming up to 5:30 now, where most people start to finish up their work. And as you can see, the co-living area is starting to get busier. Caitlin,
Hi.
nice to see you again. I was hoping you could give us an overview of how the co-living space is working.
Sure, so it does change quite a lot throughout the day. So in the daytime, it's primarily used by our residents who can work from home. And we do kind of see them testing out different pockets of the space and where they prefer working. And then later on, it's kind of when people invite their friends over, they might have dinner here, they might book the dining room, or just relax in the library as a bit of a change of scenery.
So looking around the co-working area, there's certainly a buzz. Is it hard to create this environment?
It's not really hard as such. It's, this is the residents, this is their home, this is their space to live as they want. So it's really up to them to create the atmosphere they want. For us, it's more about just creating flexible spaces so they can use them for whatever they want. So, for example, you've got the kitchen, and that tends to be used, if they've got a lot of friends over, that kind of almost breakfast bar area is perfect for socialising and a bit of a more lively atmosphere. Or you've got the residents who they literally have had a really long day at work, they just want to curl up with a book, and so that's why the library tends to be favoured if they just want somewhere for a bit of peace and quiet.
How do you go about striking a balance between nurturing a community but not intervening too much in somebody's life?
Yeah, it's all about really giving residents options. So, we want to do enough to offer a sense of community without being forced fun. On Fridays, we'll often put some drinks and some nibbles out. So for those residents who really want to come down, meet other residents, make friends, or even, network within their industry, that's really valuable. But at the same time, if a resident has had a really long day, maybe they've worked a long night shift, they're really tired, they can just crash in their private studio, or find a little private hole, or if they want to just have the space to themselves and their family or their closest friends, so they could book somewhere like the cinema or the dining room so that it's just them.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you, Caitlin. I'm going to make most of the facilities now, actually. I'm going to make some dinner for my friends, so thank you for speaking with us.
No problem, enjoy.
Speaking of the co-cooking area, it's about time my friends are going to be arriving for dinner.
Hey guys, come in. Nice to see you. Wow, let's go eat some food.
What a day. It's been absolutely fantastic spending the day here. I've been cooking in the kitchen, I've been in the library, I've been speaking to some guests that live here, and now back in the studio, and I love it. Can you tell me more about the space?
Yeah, our mantra at Loft is people first design. So every space that we design, we put the people's well-being at the forefront of our design and our procurement of the furniture and the accessories and living. So in this particular studio, we've designed it as a sanctuary. So after you've had a busy day at work or a busy day socialising or at the cinema or in the kitchen area, you can come back here and get some peace and quiet. You can sit down and relax, you can rest, or you can have your breakfast or your dinner. And each piece has been carefully chosen and procured by our interior design team with people first in mind.
People first design, that's interesting, because even everyone I've spoken to downstairs, they've loved being downstairs and working in the different environments, but coming upstairs to retreat to their serene in studio. So yeah, lovely.
Thanks, that's great feedback, and that's exactly what we set out to do here. Encouraging people to stay long term within a residential development adds to that sense of community, and that sense of community adds to that feeling of well-being, so that the property itself becomes a happy and positive place to be. And this is why Loft exists, to add value in that way.
Yeah, thank you, Benjamin. It's time to give my friends a treat and head down to what is definitely my favourite room of the whole building, the cinema room. What a day! Now all is left to settle down and have a good night's sleep. So that's the end of my time here at Living by Scape. And I have to say, I definitely think shared living is a fantastic and modern way of living. Not something we've really seen lots of in the UK before. The space has been designed to put people first, to feel more communal than a traditional house or apartment development. The studios have been created in such a way as to give residents private sanctuaries, while the amenity spaces and next-level leisure facilities are designed to foster a sense of community. If, like Milo, you're looking for a convenient solution that suits your busy life, or, like Kelly, for a ready-made community when you're new to an area, shared living could be just the thing for you.